Hello, I'm going to walk you through how we attack our prompt for Unit 2, Truth versus Honesty. So the first thing we're going to do is read the prompt. An old proverb says that honesty is the best policy. Sometimes, however, honesty might hurt a person's feelings. Explain why you either agree or disagree with being honest at all times. Use specific details and examples to convince others to support your opinion. All right, so now that we've read our prompt, we're ready for step 1. Highlight the key words and phrases in the prompt. If it asks you a question, or if it tells you to do something in your writing, highlight it. So I'm going back to my prompt. I'm going to read through this first sentence. An old proverb says that honesty is the best policy. When I read that, it's not telling me to do anything in my writing, and it's not asking me a question, so I'm not going to highlight it. Sometimes, however, honesty might hurt a person's feelings. That's the same like that sentence before. It's not telling me to do something in my writing. It's not asking me a question. So I'm going to skip it. Explain why you either agree or disagree with being honest at all times. Use specific details and examples to convince others to support your opinion. That is telling you to do something in your writing. So we're going to highlight that with our highlighter. So I will just go ahead and highlight that with my highlighter, like so. All right, so step 1 is done. Step 2 says that we are going to complete a brainstorming chart to get our ideas. So on one side of our chart, we're going to write the word, and I'll make this big so it's easy to see. You're going to write the word position. And on the other side, you're going to write the word reasons. Now, in my prompt, I see this word convince. This word convince is really important because it tells us that this is going to be a persuasive essay. So that means we're going to have to convince our reader to take our side. So there's 2 positions we can take. The first position we can take is that being honest at all times is best. So on this side, we will say, people should be honest at all times, because that's what's in here. See how it says explain why you either agree or disagree with being honest at all times? We're taking that language from the prompt and agreeing with it. Now, let's disagree. All we have to do is flip that backwards. People should not be honest at all times. All right, so now we have our 2 positions done. Our next step is to do our reasons. So what I would do is I would come over into these boxes over here and I would start listing out my reasons. So one reason I think people should be honest at all times is because it is the right thing to do. I also believe that being honest at all times is the best option because it can keep you out of trouble. Finally, I think being honest at all times is the best option because it can earn a person respect. People like people who tell the truth. Let's think of some reasons why people should not be honest at all times now. So I think that people should not be honest at all times because it can protect a person's feelings. It can keep someone out of harm's way. And white lies don't hurt anyone. All right. So now that we've completed step 2, we're going to move on to step 3. Step 3 says highlight your strongest position and your strongest 2 reasons. So if you look up here, we have position and reasons. So we're going to highlight one of these. Which side do I feel more strongly about? I feel more strongly that people should not be honest at all times. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to highlight that. Now that I have my position, I need to pick my 2 strongest reasons why. My strongest reasons are that it can protect a person's feelings and it can keep someone out of harm's way. Now that I have my 2 reasons, this is what my essay is going to be about. All I have to do now is create my thesis statement. My thesis statement is my position plus the word because, reason 1 and reason 2. So I would say people should not be honest at all times because it can protect a person's feelings and it can keep someone out of harm's way. Now I just fixed my little mistake here and I'm all done. This is what I'm going to write my essay about. My thesis statement's right here, ready to go to be the blueprint for my whole essay. Now, you shouldn't have the same reasons as me. You should have your own, and then you should make your own thesis. But look how easy that was. Now you're ready to start your outline.